Whales are some of the more unusual mammals on Earth. Millions of years ago, they colonized habitats from shallow seas to deep oceans, superficially coming to resemble fish in appearance. However, they breathe air and give birth to their offspring, maintaining long-term social relationships, as do we humans. Whales are highly mobile, yet they prefer areas where their food, krill and small fish, is abundant. One of the richest marine areas in the Russian Far East is in the protected waters of the Commander Islands State Biosphere Reserve. There we go to study humpback whales that venture into the cold Russian waters to feed in summer months. Our camp is situated at Bering Island, the largest of the Commander Islands. Every humpback has a unique color pattern on its flukes, which allows us to recognize each individual. Numerous flocks of short-tailed shearwaters feed together with humpback whales. Shearwaters can't dive deeper than 30 to 40 meters, so they feed on the breeding surface swarms of euphausiids. The whales are obviously taking advantage of these surface swarms as well, which allow them to save energy and obtain the food stores necessary to survive the lean winter. We dropped the profiler to measure the temperature and salinity of the seawater. During the winter, our whales breed in the warm tropical waters of the Philippines and around the islands off southern Japan. We compare tail photos in the Japanese catalog to find matches between the feeding and breeding grounds.
Ну тут есть знакомые киты. Вот это пиги. Мы его видели в первый раз. Точно, мы его видели в 2008 году. Ну вот это пиги в японском каталоге, а вот в нашем. А в этом году мы узнали, что это самка, потому что у нее родился детеныш. Вот это пиги, а это ее детеныш прыгает.
Humpback whales are not the only predators in these cold waters. Killer whales also often travel here in search of food. Among their favorite prey are various salmon species. Pink, sockeye, and coho salmon spawn in the rivers of Bering Island. Pink salmon is the most abundant species. During the salmon run, various swimming, walking, and flying predators come to the river mouths to forage on fish. Harbor seals and gulls keep watch to catch the fish as they enter the shallow rivers. Arctic foxes also try to catch fish to feed their cubs. Arctic foxes sometimes feed on stranded carcasses of sea animals, including large whales. Scientists are also interested in the carcasses, not to feed, but to find the baleen to identify the species of whale. Unfortunately, it looks like the baleen has been worn down as the carcass, punished by the surf, scraped against the sharp rocks. We go out again to study the humpback whales. Sometimes during feeding, humpback whales make bubbles to encircle their prey, which prevents it from moving away from the feeding whales. We drop the plankton net to identify the species of prey that the whales feed on. We catch several euphausids, which are known to be a favorite humpback whale prey in various ocean regions. Again, we see a killer whale group, but now it has an unusual member. This is an almost white, probably albino orca. We observe this individual for the second year in a row. Later, another white killer whale, a large male, is encountered. We call him Iceberg. Sometimes we have visitors in our field camp. This time it is a group of school children from the nearby village. We tell them about the biology and behavior of the whales which live at the waters of their island.
Дышат легкими, так же, как и мы с вами. И кислород получают из атмосферного воздуха, да? То есть они каждый раз поднимаются на поверхность и дышат. Значит, еще одно такое отличие. Вот это вот что такое? Все здесь знают, да? Это икра. Рыбы откладывают икру, самки откладывают икру, самцы сперматозоиды из малого. Происходит оплодотворение,
When autumn comes, the whales become more active and playful. They're very fat now, which means that they've stored enough blubber to survive the long winter migration. So now they have time to play, and this may help slough off the barnacles that live on their skin. Or maybe it's all just in fun. Soon these whales will leave the waters of the Commander Islands to start their long journey to the wintering grounds. We say goodbye, hoping to see them again next spring.